Ethan McBride. I'm at Montgomery Academy, and I'm the head football coach.
Man, what year is this? Let me guess. Year 5.
So it is year 4 as the head coach.
But you've been there for a long
7
time.
overall.
I was going to say 4.
Yeah.
The years just kind of go together.
Yes.
Man, how's it been going?
It's great.
Yeah.
It's great. You know, it's funny. We keep talking about as a staff, this is our first year that we really have almost every starter is an upperclassman, right? For years it has been, there's a freshman that is starting at this position, there's 3 sophomores starting, and so this is really the first year that we have built and built and built, and so you're finally, you know, not there because we haven't done anything yet, but like it just feels great out at practice to have players in key positions that know what to do and know how to do it.
Yeah, exactly. Last year, great season.
Yeah.
What can you build upon after last season?
Yeah, I think for us, right, you know, we lost in the 3rd round of the playoffs, you know, and for the people that made that drive down, you know, we had a couple of untimely issues, an injury, and then, you know, some young guys that were still learning the system, and obviously when you hit the playoffs, the system becomes more complex.
Right.
And so building that framework out better throughout the year, you know, I think now, you know, I believe that we have the systems in place so that if those injuries were to occur this week 1 or something, I think we would be in a better place to be able to execute still at a high level.
Good.
And play less people out of position.
Yeah.
So that's the hope, you know.
Yeah.
I think we are very, very blessed to bring back, I think it's 83% of our offensive production.
Wow.
And then 4 out of 5 offensive linemen. And so, you know, anytime you can bring back your quarterback, your running back, your 2 top receivers, you know, you feel like you're in a good place.
For sure, yeah. Defensively, what does that look like for you guys?
So defensively, the biggest issues, right? You lost your top tackler, and then you actually lost the guy that led the team in sacks. You know, and so the question is, okay, well then who's the new top tackler and who's the new sack leader? I think the difference this year is there are more players, so maybe those stats are spread out a little more.
Yeah.
You know, right now we have 23 players that rotate on defense that will play on Friday nights.
Wow.
You know, for a school our size, that is a blessing.
Yeah.
So I think there is maybe more depth, more players that what we say above the line, more players that can play on Friday nights, and we hope that that translates to more wins, but also players that are better rested as we head into the playoffs and all that, guys that are fresh.
Yeah, you talked about returning your quarterback. How has he been developing from last year to this year?
I think the biggest thing has been it's been a physical maturation, right? I mean, people forget, right? He's only a rising junior, and so, you know, Reed is now 6'2", 6'2 and a half. He's close to 185 pounds. Last year he probably played at a little below 170. And so having that weight, right, is obviously helpful for a quarterback while maintaining his speed, right? So he's still tied for the fastest person. He's tied with William Marks, who I brought here today. With we time him with, you know, miles per hour. And so he ran a 22.3 miles per hour. So anytime your quarterback can sling it and is a pro-style quarterback and he's also the fastest kid on the team.
That's great.
It's great.
Yeah.
For him, it is now not just understanding your job, not just understanding the concept, but understanding all the parts of the pass protection, understanding all the parts of the run, and so that, you know, who's going to be that vocal leader of the offense. I mean, it's him, right? And so growing into that leadership role, I think, has probably been the biggest thing that he's worked on over this offseason.
Yeah, you sound really excited about this team. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, your confidence, like, I can see it.
Yes.
That's great.
It's nice. It is nice. I mean, you got to think, my first year as a head coach, right, and I love those teams.
Yeah.
We had 38 players.
Yep.
You know, there
Small.
are times where when you walked out to practice and you're like, I mean, guys, we had 14 upperclassmen.
Yeah.
Right? So it was like, hey, like, I mean, we can't even run a team against, you know, so now it's like, you know, we're coming off the practice field and we've got a junior and senior group working here on this hash. We've got a 9th and 10th grade group working on this hash. You flip it on the other side and you've got then the number 2s in each of those, and then in some cases the number 3s. And so it's just, you work and work and work on building this depth. And so now you finally have gotten to that point where it's like, okay, this thing's rolling, you know, and then so that feels really nice. Now, with that comes higher expectations, and so that does cause more stress and things like that. But I mean,
more pressure.
You want that, right? I mean, who doesn't want to, you know, try to go achieve to a high level?
Right, and prove some people wrong, for sure.
Absolutely.
That's always the best. Anything else that you want to say about your team maybe I didn't ask you about?
I think the biggest thing for me, right, I mean, at Montgomery Academy, what's our focus? Our focus really is on developing leaders. And so I think football is an amazing avenue for that. You know, this is every year we bring these people to media days, and we have 8 captains, right, and legitimately 8 captains. I think there's a case to be made that we have 10, you know, and so it's awesome when you sit down and you're being like, who do I need to bring to media days? And you message out to your coaches, and every coach is like, hey, what about this guy? This guy's great at this. Hey, what about this guy? This guy.
Yeah.
You know, and so like these guys represent every level, right? These guys are safeties, they're linebackers, they're defensive linemen. You know, like they carry the ball, they catch the ball, and so you know that's just always a blessing when you have so many people that you can look to, and I think that's a testament to our team, but it's also a testament to our school. I just think MA does such a great job of having leadership building opportunities. And so I think more than anything, we're excited about seeing that take place on the football field.
First game, and what's the date?
Let's see. We are that first Friday, and we've got Tallahassee coming to us.
Okay.
So we're excited about that one, being able to, you know, we've played them for the last 2 years, and so being able to continue that one, we're excited about that one. And then, you know, the next week we're going to renew our game with Catholic, so it's going to be great. Those are two great games to kind of like see what we're made of and see if we do in fact have 22 that can rotate on defense, or maybe we only got 18. You know, like I think by the time we get done with those two games, we'll have a pretty good idea.
You'll know, for sure. All right, Coach, thank you so much, and good luck this season.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.